Are you tired of spending hours cleaning, bending, and scrubbing, only to feel your house is never truly calm? What if I told you there's a way to keep your home clean and peaceful in just 15 minutes a day, and it works even if you're older, tired, or living with back pain? Stay with me, because in the next few minutes you'll discover 10 gentle techniques that transform your home without exhausting yourself. And the last one, our nightly reset, has helped so many seniors wake up with energy and a smile. Welcome to the SeniorNest, where we share simple, proven ways to create a home that's safe, light, and joyful. Let's not waste time, let's dive right in. Tip 1. The power of 5 minutes in the morning. Tip number 1. The power of 5 minutes in the morning. Before you rush into the day, spend just 5 minutes setting your home in order. Make the bed not perfectly, just neatly. Open a window, let the fresh air in. It clears not only the room, but also your mind. Mary, an 80-year-old teacher from Florida, told me this habit feels like ringing the school bell for a brand new start, and it only takes 5 minutes. But why does this small action matter so much? For seniors especially, mornings set the tone for the entire day. A messy bed or stale air quietly tells your mind today is already heavy. But a quick reset whispers, today is fresh and you are in control. Making the bed brings instant order without straining your body. Opening the curtains or window invites sunlight and fresh air, boosting mood, easing breathing, and gently waking up your energy. Even small actions like picking up last night's cup or wiping the sink keep clutter from building and protect the calm of your home. And more than that, it sparks the domino effect. One small win in the morning often leads to better choices throughout the day. Mary told me later that 5-minute ritual changed my mornings. I no longer feel rushed. Instead, I feel like I've already done something good for myself before the day even begins. That's the secret. These aren't chores. They are gifts, moments of care that make your home calmer, your body lighter, and your spirit ready for the day. Tip 2. The 2-minute rule. And once your morning begins with order, the next step is to prevent small messes from growing into big frustrations. That's where our second technique comes in. Tip number 2. The 2-minute rule. Here's the truth: most clutter in our homes doesn't come from huge tasks. It comes from tiny things we put off, like a cup left on the table or a coat dropped on the chair. Alone, they seem harmless, but together they create a storm that steals your peace. The 2-minute rule stops that storm before it even begins. The rule is simple: if something takes less than 2 minutes, do it right away. Put the keys on their hook. Drop dirty clothes into the hamper instead of on the bed. Rinse the teacup instead of leaving it in the sink. For older adults, this rule is powerful because it saves both energy and time. Instead of waiting until you're too tired and facing a pile, you handle it gently in the moment. Think of it as protecting your future self. Every small action today saves you effort tomorrow. I remember George, a grandfather in Texas, who used to complain that his evenings felt overwhelming. Papers, cups, shoes, all waiting for him. When he began practicing the 2-minute rule, he laughed and said, "It feels like I finally stopped fighting tomorrow's mess today." His evenings became calmer and he had more time to sit on the porch with his grandson. And that's the gift of the 2-minute rule. It's not about being perfect, it's about removing small weights before they pile up. Every tiny action is a kindness to your future self, keeping your home light, your body free from strain, and your spirit steady. Tip 3. The tray method. And once those tiny tasks no longer pile up, there's still another hidden reason why many homes feel messy. It isn't the big furniture or the cleaning chores, it's the little things that never seem to be in the right place. Glasses in the kitchen, the remote in the bedroom, or a phone charger that somehow ended up in the living room. And for many seniors, walking back and forth to return every item is exhausting. That's where the tray method becomes a lifesaver. The idea is simple. Place a decorative tray in a central spot of your home, perhaps the living room or near the hallway. Whenever you find something out of place, instead of ignoring it or carrying it across the house, you simply place it in the tray. At the end of the day, spend just a few minutes returning everything to where it belongs. I once visited George again, and this time he had a tray by his favorite armchair. He smiled and said, "This little tray stopped me from chasing things around the house all evening. Now I sit, read my newspaper, and only once before bed I clear the tray. It feels like my house works with me instead of against me." For older adults, this method is more than convenience, it's safety. No more tripping over items scattered across the floor, no more bending and straining over and over. Everything gathers in one calm place, waiting for the right moment to be handled. And that's the beauty of the tray method. It centralizes the chaos, reduces effort, and creates a rhythm of calm order in your home. Instead of clutter being everywhere, it's contained, simple, and manageable. With just one tray, your evenings can shift from constant tidying to gentle unwinding. Tip 4: the daily zone system. And once you've given every item a simple place to rest, there's still another reason many homes feel overwhelming. It's the belief that we must clean everything all at once. For seniors especially, that kind of thinking turns housework into a mountain too heavy to climb. The truth is, your home doesn't need a marathon, it needs a rhythm. That's where the daily zone system makes all the difference. The method is straightforward. Instead of looking at the whole house, you gently divide it into zones. Bedrooms on Monday, the kitchen on Tuesday, bathrooms on Wednesday, living areas on Thursday, and closets or laundry on Friday. Each day, you spend no more than 15 minutes in that one zone, doing only what's needed for that space. I once spoke with Helen, age 82, who admitted she used to put off cleaning for weeks. The mess built up, and when she finally tried to catch up, it wore her out completely. When she began using the zone system, she told me, "For the first time, my house feels under control. I don't worry anymore, because I know tomorrow has its own space and I don't have to do it all today." This system works because it's predictable. You know exactly what to do each day, and you never let one area fall behind. Even if you skip a day, that space is still waiting for you next week, so nothing piles too high. It also transforms cleaning from something heavy and dreaded into a short, almost therapeutic ritual. And for older adults, there's another hidden benefit. By limiting your effort to just one zone at a time, you protect your body from overwork. No more bending and rushing through the entire house in one exhausting afternoon. Instead, you move gently, with purpose, in a way that keeps both your home and your energy steady. The daily zone system isn't about perfection, it's about peace. A rhythm that turns housework from a burden into a small, predictable part of your day. Little by little, every corner of your home feels cared for, and so do you. Tip 5: the timer technique. And once each zone feels lighter, another obstacle often appears: perfectionism. Many seniors tell me they start cleaning with the best intentions, but halfway through they feel tired, distracted, or discouraged because the task seems endless. That's why the timer technique is so powerful. It replaces pressure with focus. The idea is simple. Pick a task: wiping the sink, folding laundry, or clearing the table. Set a timer for 5 minutes, maybe 10 if you have the energy. When the bell starts, give that short time your full attention. When it ends, stop. You'll be amazed at how much can be done in such a small window. Helen, who once dreaded cleaning her kitchen, now sets her timer for 5 minutes. She told me, "It feels like a race I can actually win." And when the timer rings, she's surprised to see the sink shining, the counters clear, and her body still full of energy. This technique works because it removes the weight of perfection. You don't have to finish everything, you just focus on the moment. For older adults, that means no more exhaustion, no more giving up halfway, just small victories that build confidence and calm. The timer technique turns cleaning from an endless task into a short burst of purpose. It protects your energy, gives you visible results, and reminds you that progress, not perfection, is what makes a home feel peaceful. Tip 6: the one-in, one-out principle. And once cleaning feels lighter with the timer, the next challenge often comes from something less obvious: The things we keep bringing into our homes. For many seniors, the closets that won't close or kitchen cabinets packed too tightly aren't the result of laziness, they are the result of accumulation. We bring in new items but rarely let anything go. Over time, the weight of possessions becomes just as heavy as dirt or dust. That's where the one-in, one-out principle makes life so much easier. The rule is simple: every time something new comes in, one similar item goes out. Bought a new blanket, donate the old one. Received a new mug, pass along one you no longer use. It's a natural balance that keeps your space from slowly filling up again. I once spoke with Clara, a retired nurse in Ohio. She loved collecting kitchen gadgets, but eventually her counters were overflowing. When she started practicing this principle, she said, "It felt strange at first, but then I realized I wasn't losing anything. I was gaining space and choosing what truly mattered. Now every new gadget means one goes into her donation box and her kitchen finally feels open and inviting again." For older adults, this practice is more than decluttering, it's freedom. Less to clean, less to manage, fewer tripping hazards, and a home that feels lighter. It also encourages more mindful choices. Instead of buying quickly, you pause and ask, do I love this enough to let go of something else? The one-in, one-out principle is not about sacrifice, it's about balance. By letting go of what no longer serves you, you make room not just in your home, but in your life for comfort, safety, and peace. Tip 7: the 5-item strategy. And once you've learned to keep balance with what comes in and what goes out, there's another challenge that often makes seniors feel stuck. It's that moment when you walk into a messy room, look around, and feel completely overwhelmed. There's so much to do that you don't even know where to start. Many people give up right there before even touching a single thing. That's where the 5-item strategy comes in. Instead of focusing on the entire room, you focus on just 5 items. Pick them up, put them back where they belong, and then stop. If you have more energy, choose another 5. But even if you stop after the first round, you've already created progress you can see. I remember visiting Robert, a 78-year-old veteran. He told me his garage was so full that he avoided it altogether. When I suggested the 5-item strategy, he laughed and said, "What can 5 things do in this mess?" But within a week, he had moved over 100 items back into place without ever exhausting himself. What felt impossible became manageable simply by taking it 5 at a time. For older adults, this approach is powerful because it removes the feeling of being crushed by clutter. You don't have to finish everything, you only need to begin. And each time you pick up 5 items, you feel a little lighter, a little more in control. The 5-item strategy is more than a cleaning trick. It's a reminder that progress doesn't come from giant leaps, but from small, steady steps. In just 15 minutes, you can move dozens of things back into order. And in a week, your home and your spirit will feel transformed. Tip 8: the nightly reset ritual. And once you've learned to take small steps during the day, there's still one final moment that can shape how your home and your body feels tomorrow. That moment is the evening right before bed. Many seniors tell me they wake up already feeling tired, not because of their sleep, but because the first thing they see in the morning is yesterday's mess. That's why the nightly reset ritual can be so powerful. The practice is simple. Spend the last 10 to 15 minutes of your evening bringing your home back to a calm state. Straighten the cushions on the sofa, clear the dishes from the sink, fold the blanket on your chair. It isn't deep cleaning, it's just setting things back to their place, like closing the final page of the day. I remember Helen, age 82, who struggled with restless sleep. When she started her nightly reset, she said, "It feels like I'm giving myself a gift for the morning. I wake up, see my living room in order, and I breathe easier before I even pour my coffee." That sense of calm carried into her mornings, making them lighter and less rushed. For older adults, this ritual has another hidden benefit. It reduces tripping hazards, clears walkways, and keeps the home safe for those late-night trips to the kitchen or bathroom. But most importantly, it protects your peace of mind. You go to bed knowing your home is settled, and you wake up welcomed by order instead of chaos. The nightly reset ritual isn't about cleaning, it's about closure. It's about ending the day with dignity and beginning the next one with hope. Just a few minutes each night can create mornings filled not with stress but with lightness and energy. Tip 9: the 15-minute box. And once your evenings end with calm, there's still another challenge that quietly builds stress in many homes. It's those little objects that don't seem to have a place. An old charger, a button, a manual, or a gift you're not sure what to do with. Left on tables or stuffed in drawers, they become pockets of clutter that weigh on your mind. That's where the 15-minute box can change everything. Here's how it works. Keep a simple box in a corner of your living room or near your desk. Whenever you come across an item you don't know where to put, drop it in the box. Don't overthink it. Don't waste energy deciding in the moment. Just let the box hold it for you. Then once a week, sit down with the box for exactly 15 minutes. One by one, decide, keep it, fix it, donate it, or let it go. I once met Linda, a retired librarian. She laughed when she showed me her box, filled with bookmarks, pens, old letters, and a few tools her husband had left on the counter. I used to scatter these things everywhere, she said, but now they wait quietly for me. When I open the box on Saturday, it feels like closing little loops in my mind. For older adults, this method is a gift. It saves you from bending and walking back and forth during the day, and it prevents those clutter corners from ever growing. More importantly, it separates the act of collecting from the act of deciding. That means less stress, fewer unfinished thoughts, and a calmer home. The 15-minute box is more than storage. It's a gentle system that keeps your space free of confusion, your energy protected, and your decisions simple. In just 15 minutes a week, you turn a pile of question marks into peace of mind. Tip 10: the 3 focal points method. And once you've tamed those small items with the 15-minute box, there's one final secret that changes the way your whole home feels. Have you ever noticed how a room can be mostly clean but still look messy? That's because our eyes don't see everything at once. They go straight to just a few key spots. If those areas are cluttered, the whole room feels chaotic. But if they are clear, the entire space seems calm. This is the power of the 3 focal points method. The idea is simple. In every room, identify the 3 areas that catch the eye first. In the bedroom, it might be the bed, the dresser, and the space in front of the mirror. In the living room, perhaps the sofa, the coffee table, and the entryway. In the kitchen, the sink, the main counter, and the dining table. Keep just these 3 spots clear every day and your home will always appear orderly no matter what else is going on. I remember visiting James, a retired mechanic. He was frustrated because no matter how much he cleaned, his wife always said the house still looked messy. When he started focusing on just 3 points in each room, he told me it felt like magic. My wife walked in, saw the sofa neat and the table clear, and suddenly the whole room felt different. I didn't clean more, I just cleaned smarter. For older adults, this method is especially practical. Instead of exhausting yourself chasing every corner, you give your energy to the places that matter most. It's efficient, it's satisfying, and it gives you a sense of immediate accomplishment. The 3 focal points method reminds us that perception shapes reality. By protecting just a few key spaces, you create the impression and the feeling of order throughout your home. It's a small shift with a big reward. Less stress, more peace, and a home that always welcomes you with calm. At TheSeniorNest, we believe a spotless home isn't about chasing perfection. It's about creating a nest, a place of safety, ease, and joy. Choose 1 or 2 of these techniques, try them for a week, and notice the difference. Remember, consistency matters more than perfection. A home that supports your health, your spirit, and your peace is built not in hours, but in small, steady steps.